8 characters today, pronounced dong, dong, or dong. Welcome back to Runner's Gardens What a Character series. 2 miles I walked to this place, Rock Jump Musical Instruments, and they're not open on Wednesdays, I guess. I wanted to get a pickup for one of my guitars so I can play it through my amp. I'll have to do that on another day or use Shopee. Hey, I'm Jay and I make videos about traditional Chinese characters in alphabetical order according to the Pinyin romanization spelling. I'm kind of interested in that place. Top one, ideas for car. Looks like they do customization. Speaking of top-notch, apex, pinnacle, do you remember the character ding, which would have those meanings? I think a review is in order. Pause the video and try to write as many ding, ding, or ding as you can. Ding, ding. Third tone, that school name. For example, ding jian, top notch. The left side radical is ding. Found another coffee shop. Here's another ding right there. Directly translated as top of the clouds, red milk tea. Yun ding hong nai. That's a special high mountain tea with milk. 2 more ding over there. That one appears in compounds that mean man, or small cubes of meat or vegetable, or a surname. This is where the night market takes place for the next to Jingcheng Junior High and High School. That's over here. I can hear the kids playing. I can cut through here to go back towards my home. This is funny. I thought this was a ding, but it's just an upside down number 1. It's because I have my mind on those characters. Anybody remember this ding if you put the mouth radical in front? I use blood red for a reason. It's the sting or bite of a tiny insect. It's also an onomatopoeia for the chime of a bell. With the metal or gold radical, it is either ding, as in ding's a nail, or 4th tone ding as a verb, to nail, a nail. And I hope there's no nails in the following parking lot. There's all the buses lining up to take the kids home after school. This is gonna be a sea of kids, I'm sure, in a couple minutes. Just the image we want for teenagers. With the spoken radical to the left, it's ding, 4th tone to subscribe, agree on, or staple. This 3rd tone ding is a 3-legged cauldron or tripod, also in compounds meaning power or strength due to the historical relevance to a story about a Chinese emperor and also the 3 kingdoms time period. Click on the video above for ding, ding, and ding. 你的中文一定会进步. Your Chinese will certainly improve. This one means to settle, fix, or decide. 4th tone. Today we're doing the 3rd character in from the left, dong.
Is this going to be a long dong video?
Average length. I'm not going to show you what I just saw in the middle of the street right there. It was a condom. I think you've noticed by now with my channel that a single sound in Mandarin Chinese can have wildly different meanings. 8 traditional Chinese characters in the sound form dong, dong, and dong. No second tone. A lot of these are the same in simplified, so if you're studying for the HSK, maybe it'll be helpful too. But I'm here in Taiwan, and these are the traditional Chinese characters. Let's break them down. The etymology of this character shows a sun rising behind a tree. Rise in the east, set in the west. Remember? That's dong, 1st tone. In fact, the reference book for these videos is Yuandong, the Far East Book Company. Dongfang means the Orient, the East. My wife would be considered Dongfangren. We've learned this character Zhong before. Weight or heavy. As a verb lay stress on. It also can be pronounced chong, to repeat. If we put the character li for strength or power to the right of that, it is tong, fourth tone, to move or action itself. 动作 is an action or a movement. 运动, exercise. Interesting wallpaper. Books on a shelf. We also do have books on a shelf. And board games. It's a game you can play by yourself. It's kind of solitaire. Something about polar bears and sharks. The polar bear has to be on ice and the shark has to be in water. Okay, I get that. And you don't want the man where the polar bear is because the man will get eaten. There's a character we did before. Daishu is the kangaroo. This is the kangaroo jump game. Polar bears and kangaroos are animals. Dong, animals. Dixit, it sounds familiar. Saboteur. The reason I go to some of these places is I want to strike up a conversation in Mandarin. And the woman she kind of tucked herself in the back for a while. But as I was finishing my coffee, she came out and we had a nice conversation. It was a lot of small talk, basically, but it was something. And it's quite walkable, so I may go back there with my wife. Placing the inverted heart radical to the left, and then the grass radical on the top, and the zhong or tong phonetic component. The meaning is to understand. And in ancient Chinese and Western culture, I think true meaning, we say, comes from the heart. When somebody asks if you get it, you say, 我懂了, I get it, I understand. Your point is taken to heart. The next character is more simple strokes. Dong, as in dongtian or winter, 3 strokes on this top section, and then 2 more bottom strokes. Those 2 bottom strokes are bing for ice. Often they're out to the left, but here they're underneath. That's first tone, dong. Let's go back to fourth tone, dong. This is a cave or a hole. Instead of the bing, we have 3 strokes on the left for water. Think of them as like ripples. The right side component is tong, which means the same or similar. That's Zhong, or wide, wrapped around yi over kou. In the center of this component, there is what looks like a hole. It's actually the mouth component. But I hope that helps you remember that it means a hole, or cavern, or cave. Perhaps you can remember it's the fourth tone, or falling tone, because you don't want to fall into a hole. Third tone, dong. We've just seen this character earlier. This is a common surname to manage or supervise. Grass radical on the top. At the bottom, zhong means heavy. This is just like the dong, which means to understand, but without the heart radical on the left. 董事, a member of a board of directors. 董事长. 董事长 is a committee chairperson. Let's recall that character for east, and we put mu first as the left side radical before writing the dong for east, and we get this fourth tone, dong. It means a pillar or a frame, or the ridgepole that holds up the roof. It's now used as a measure word for houses. 一栋房子, 两栋房子, 一栋大楼. Here's that ice radical again with the character for east to get fourth tone dong, freeze into a solid. 冻疮, frostbite. 冷冻, freeze, or to refrigerate. And there you have it, 8 essential characters, all pronounced dong, dong, or dong. Learning them by their components make them much easier to remember, don't you think? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Runner's Garden signing off.